All right, happy health habits, happy hour, loving ourselves enough to show up today for ourselves, living that healthy lifestyle as optimists and optimistic activists, mission mindset and purpose-driven lives. We are going to get grounded
Um,
and
did you want me to do a little minute there?
sure, let's do a little minute. And
Yeah, I
they
forgot to
taught they
say.
taught on one of the wind calls to breathe through your left nostril. We've done that a long time ago, but remember that helps to calm down your nervous system. Left nostril.
Good
Go
one.
ahead, Carrie.
Yeah,
You
so
want to lead
yeah,
some?
just breathe in slow. Something about the nitric oxide, it does wonders for your brain. And then just out through the mouth. But just remember longer out than in. You can alternate, but it's best to have the right one plugged. So let's do that for a little minute. Another deep breath in slowly. Long exhale. And really, we're just resetting our nervous system. Let's do a couple of stretches in there. Just look over your right shoulder. Stretch, but no pain, no pain. And look up and then come back to center and look over your left shoulder and look up and come back to center. Let's do another plug your right nostril and gentle inhale. Inhale and long exhale through the mouth. And this time we're going to look, but just with our eyes. Don't move your head. It was nice to get a stretch, but just look with your eyes far to the right. Don't move your head. And maybe follow the line where the ceiling meets the wall and come back center and now go away to the left. Kind of come back center and look up without moving your head. And then just look back front and center at the horizon. And we're going to do a little bilateral tapping. And the easiest way to start with that is one hand on each shoulder. And just pat your shoulder, little gentle hugs. And if it hurts the shoulder or the elbow, that's okay. Don't do that far. Just pat on the center, maybe just right on your heart. We don't want you to strain anything. The idea is a gentle reset. So welcome, Dana. We're just doing some nervous system reset. And make the tapping just a little slowed down, and then just slide your hands down to the elbow and lift back up to the shoulder. Slide gently down, like petting a kitty. The baby's sleeping, just gentle caress. Another good one is just the gentle with your hands. That way you get the sensation on both sides at the same time. Just your palms or your fingertips. Sometimes we do the secret stroking, just the fingertips, nice and slow. And this one you can do with your hands in your pocket, under the table. Nobody has to see. I'm just holding it up to the camera so you get the idea. But your hands could be in your lap and no one would know. Perfect for Zoom. It's just a down regulating,
I
a
love
soothing.
doing this when other people around me are kind of on going crazy, like they're all like upset about something. I love just doing this for myself.
Yeah. And if you
Just,
can regulate yourself,
yep,
and maybe they will co-regulate because we have
yep,
mirror neurons. They're
yeah,
seeing what you're doing, or maybe not. They're just
yes,
seeing that you've calmed. Without even being perceptible, they've noticed that your breathing is slowed, probably your heart rate is slowed. And
yep,
they generally, and that's the best way to get a kid to calm down. You don't yell, calm down, because that doesn't work. That
right.
Knock it
activates
off
more.
doesn't work.
Doesn't
So
work.
that
Pay
being said,
attention.
that being said, Yvonne put in a brilliant video in the chat the other day about a kid having a meltdown and the mom started dancing, literally dancing and the kid was going to the cupboard, grabbing the sugar and having a meltdown and
I
shoving
saw
her
that
mouth
one
full of
too. Yeah.
sugar. And the mom started dancing in the kitchen. You guys, it is hilarious. And then pretty soon this kid starts, just a little
He
bit.
joins
And then
in.
pretty soon the girl's all into it and she's all, the sugar bag is gone and she's just
Yeah.
dancing. And so I encourage us all, next time we want to go stuff our faces with whatever, go like all
Yeah.
out dance because it was awesome. And if you didn't see it,
Yeah.
scroll back.
You're
It
gonna
was so
get up,
awesome. All
move.
out, put your favorite song on. So that's my new goal. Instead of stop, challenge, choose, I'm going to hit my favorite song and I'm just going to dance for like a minute, right?
Yeah.
And
And most songs last on average about 3 minutes. You've got a really good reset in one song.
yeah,
And I actually am making playlists for ones to calm and ones to energize, like when you got to clean your house or something.
yep,
But they say now that 6 songs a day is like life changing. It's like the same as your 2 liters
yes,
of water and your 8 hours of sleep. Laugh for 7 minutes and listen to music for 6 songs. And that can be
yes,
spread out throughout the day. So
yes, yes, and yes, and all kinds of research about how great dancing is. It's just, it's just amazing. And it's on my Facebook. Actually, the link is on my Facebook page. I posted it. I loved it so much.
yeah,
So,
when people say exercise for X minutes or hours a day, just dance. I mean, you don't
Yeah.
have to do the full on boogie, you can just get up and sweat, whatever's comfortable for you. Movement. But the rhythmic movement just really does wonders for our nervous system too.
even chair dancing, just a
Yeah.
little shoulder action, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Little chair dancing. My new thing is stop, challenge, dance, choose. That's what I'm saying.
There you go.
That's what I'm saying now.
All right.
It's
You take,
absolutely
Good. Good.
fantabulous. Thank you, Carrie, for chiming in on that because amen,
Yeah.
sister.
Thank you. That's good.
Yep, 6 minutes a day. Was that what you saw or heard? Or 6 minutes a day?
I've heard
I mean,
that.
they
Yeah.
said 6 songs, but
6 songs. Well, whatever. Even if it was just
if
a
it's
couple.
1 minute, it's already helped. So
Yeah.
make
Oh,
it fun.
sorry. Hold on a second. And then Dr. Anderson's coming out with can you see this now? I got this on screen share.
Or I'm not good enough for this, or I always fail.
Well, hold on a second.
I can never
Hold on.
sustain
This
this.
is Rogue.
Those limiting beliefs are.
Stop.
Yeah, it's still on just the Hello Optimist, not the video.
It's not. Okay. All right. So let me get
So
this.
unscreen share and redo it with.
All right. So, hello, Dana. I'm glad she chimed in. She's a friend of ours that I invited in. So she's going, what are you guys doing and talking about? Mari's on for probably just a little while. Dana has no idea what's going on, but welcome, Dana, to our tribe. We are optimists. I don't know if you can see this, but we're optimistic activists. And so we're always learning. We're on a mission and our mission mindset with purpose-driven lives to change our own lives, not short term, but long term. Weight loss is only the outcome of healthy habits. So every small step counts. We're letting go of our diet mindset. We're getting into our live it mindset where the win is the living it. The win is the daily do. The win are the daily habits. And we're passionate about that. We don't care if we're perfect numbers. We care if we have more consistent habits and we're committed to that. We're empathetic. We want to be here for each other, supporting each other. And it is not really about the weight at all. It's about how do we want to show up for our loved ones? How do we want to live our life? And how do we master a healthy life? And just cheering each other on. So that's what we do here, Dana, and everyone else who's listening. We make milestones, we crush goals, we're heroes of habits, and we celebrate small stuff. And we're not weird, we're never stuck, and we always have each other. Even if we skin our knees, we get back on the bike and we show up so that we can stop this crazy downward trend of everyone being on drugs for everything and everyone forgetting that they have control. The biggest thing is we don't need, did you guys see my post the other day? Pharmaceutical companies survive because we're sick. We don't need, we need to learn to survive without pharmaceuticals. But
Yes,
if
yes,
we
yes.
survive without pharmaceuticals, they die. Like it's an inverse relationship, right? So the more we live without them, the less money they make, right? So they survive on us being sick. So just remember that every time you get off a medication, and it all starts with hydration and balancing our blood sugar and making sure that our brain has enough carbohydrates to think straight, but not too much to store it and keeping in that happy place. That is like the key to energy, sleep, moods. That's like the most basic thing we can do, right? So this is the basics, and that's all we're doing, Dana. We're not a diet club, okay? So we're just trying to master our mindsets and make friends with our behaviors and our foods. Now, Monday night was beyond brilliant about our limiting beliefs. Did anybody hear Monday about where the limiting beliefs come from in our brain? No? I am challenged. Sharon, did you?
I've listened to half of it for a little more
Okay.
than half of it.
It's an assignment. You cannot miss this because it is brain neurology. It tells you why your brain keeps you stuck in the old way. And I'll give you a couple of my cliff notes, but I still have to go back and take a bunch of notes. I've listened to it twice, but I need to take notes. But it is a must do. Have pen and paper in hand. It was a gold six-figure speaker, another six-figure speaker JC had on, wrote a book, has just got another new book out, and he's brilliant. So that is a definite do, along with your dancing, and is
Yes.
to make sure to go back to that. And so I'll give you a couple of my notes, and I'm gonna play just a screen. Let me go back and screenshot or just play a little bit of this screen share. Let me play just a few minutes about the limiting beliefs here that he tells us about. If I can find my screen share button again. There it is. We're going to learn about where limiting beliefs come from. Did you catch anything, Sharon, from this on Monday night yet, or just a little bit?
You were frozen for quite a while.
Oh, I was? Okay. Did you catch anything from Monday night, even just a little bit, or not?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I really related it to false evidence appearing real.
Yes.
The same concept. This is reality when this really isn't reality.
How your brain tricks you into thinking what you think is real. It's not real.
Right. Your
Yep.
brain's very tricky and it doesn't like changing. Doesn't like changing. It wants to resort to comfort or to something that you've always done. And the 4 questions that they ask, I got that far that they were talking about basically excuses or why you can't do something or won't do something. And
Yes.
is this reason true? Is this belief true? How do we feel when we hold on to that? Could the exact opposite be true?
Mm-hmm. Could the exact
And think,
opposite be true?
and think of the possibilities that it could be instead, turn that around, do a turnaround. What if it was true? What if it wasn't true? And what are the possibilities? And then the last one was pick a belief and try it on for size as if it is true. So I got that far. And so I was going to pick a limiting belief and turn it around.
That is what I wanted. That was actually what I picked to play on a part of this of today. So that
Perfect intro and segue.
yeah, it's perfect intro and segue is what we believe to be true. What do you guys believe to be true about your health? I don't have time. I always fail. I start and don't stop. I start and can't stop, or you have these limiting beliefs that you always already think.
It's because of age.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just old. Yeah, it's because of
Yeah.
age. We
My
have these
parents were fat, then I'm doomed to be the same.
right, right. And these excuses are all just coping mechanisms because our brain just wants to keep us alive. I love this point, Sharon. The brain wants to keep us alive. That's its only job. So it feels right now that it's doing a pretty good job because you're still alive, but you may be sick and suffering, but you're still alive. So if your brain believes that it's doing okay and that everything it was doing before is good, and it's safe and it's what needs to happen because it's predictable, it's safe, and it keeps you alive, even though it's not making you thrive. It's not helping you be vital and healthy. It's at least keeping you breathing. So in order for you to break your brain, that your brain is like tricking you all the time into thinking that you have to go back to the old way until you break that pattern and break that belief system in your brain because it's just trying to cope. It's trying to cope with stress and it's trying to keep you alive and just surviving. But we have to go back, and he talks about, do you want to suffer or do you want to suffer less? Do you want to suffer less in life? Then listen to this video. And everybody wants to suffer less in life, right?
Yes.
So, and how do you break those limiting beliefs like I can't this or I don't that or it's never going to work because or whatever. It's just great. So let me play this just a few minutes here. Sharon was alluding to
Well,
about the limiting belief and
and
how
a
to
couple other things,
filter
a couple other
filter.
things.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, somebody had put in the chat that Dr. A said there's always going to be pain, but there doesn't have to be suffering.
Correct.
Oh,
And the last point that I wrote down at 30 minutes was, is that belief serving you?
Yes.
And so I have to listen to the rest.
There's always going to be pain, but there doesn't have to be suffering. And that's where he says, yes, you can suffer less through the crap stuff. You can suffer less by having your beliefs be changed, changing your mind, and changing your mindset. So yeah, I wanted to play this. That was a great point, Sharon. And any other points that come up to you?
No, that was, like I said,
Okay.
well, and just that your brain, it tells you lies all the time. What was that? What he said?
Yeah, your brain lies to you.
Yeah.
It is, your brain has subjective perspectives that keep you blinded to the truth. Like, I don't have time. Yes, you do. Everyone has 1,440 minutes. Everyone has the same amount of time, but it blinds you. It blinds you to the truth of, of that you do have time. It's just what do you have time for and how can you versus why can't you? It's kind of that mindset shift,
I love the study that he said that it was a study done by Yale that those that have positive views about aging live 7.5 years more than any effect of diet, exercise, or quitting smoking has.
What?
Yeah, that's what he said right at the beginning, a study that those that have positive views about aging live 7.5 years longer, more.
Whoa. So if you feel like I'm aging and you're using it as an excuse, or you're like, I'm aging and I can still do this, and I can still, like Sharon, like I'm aging and I can still go hike in Moab and I can still go hike in Zion and I can still play pickleball and I can still garden. If you have a positive view, you're going to still be doing things that are healthy. So that would make sense. But 7 years, it said, if you have a positive view.
Yeah,
you guys are stuck with me 7 more years. Sorry.
That's amazing.
That's
That's
awesome,
amazing.
Betty.
we
That's
love
exactly
that, Betty.
Yay.
Oh gosh, yeah,
Yeah, 7 years more. Wow,
yeah.
that's a good
Those that
one.
have a study done by Yale, those that have positive views about aging live 7.5 years longer.
That's awesome.
more
Yeah,
than
and I
more
put in the chat, today, let's suffer less by uncovering subjective perspectives that our brain keeps and tear down the old limiting beliefs that are just not true. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good.
And
Let's
along
play.
with the thoughts and well, I'm sure he'll get into a little bit, but the limiting beliefs, thoughts will come up.
Yes,
Feelings, you feel. I mean, that's what your body is designed to do. But you
yes,
are not your thoughts and you are not your feelings. And Dr. A often tells us to observe them
Okay.
without judging. Let the feeling flow. Let it
yep,
pass. You don't have to jump into the rapids with it.
yep.
And get caught up in the turmoil with the icky sauce. But with that perspective, yeah. So we want to hear about this with the limiting beliefs.
Yes, and Dana or Marisol, you always have a short time. Do you want to share a win, or a focus, or what you're learning, how you're growing before you have to leave? I know you don't usually, you're not able to stay most of the time.
I'm actually going to be able to cut out of work early so I can come to the gym. So if I'm out of breath,
Oh,
it's because I'm on
good.
the treadmill.
You're at the gym.
Yeah,
Good.
just don't think y'all want to see me all sweaty. So okay,
That's
I'm out.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
we love sweaty.
I've been extremely busy lately, and I could see with being so busy and kind of stressed. I've just been thinking of all the stuff I want to eat. For no reason. So
Uh-huh.
I stop and I think about it. Why do I want to eat this? Am I really hungry? Am I thirsty? Am I just being emotional? And I don't
Yep.
eat. And so that's been the last few weeks for me has been just stopping and really thinking about things and not undoing my hard work and keep focusing. Like you were talking about earlier about um, what limits us or what we think.
You
For
were
me,
you
it's
were just
always,
saying blasted. You remember that? Bored, angry, lonely, tired, stressed,
yeah,
or depressed?
all
You
of
were
those.
just
Yes.
you're taking yourself through blasted.
Yes.
And now
And
you're going to start dancing too, right?
oh, I have been. I've been putting on my music, and I was thinking earlier with what we think limit us. Um, for me, it's always been I'm too unhealthy to exercise, and I can't do that because I can't because of my heart, whatever the case. But as what I've been learning and doing is that's just negative thinking, and you can't. Come on, the YouTube channel is dedicated on chair exercise, bed exercise, floor exercise. So now that I can get up and off the floor by myself, it's like I just go take a walk. And if I got to do it slow, that's fine. Come to the gym, on the treadmill, do it slow. Perfect. But it's been more of not paying attention to weight because I think I heard you say the other day or this morning too. It's like not about weight, not about the numbers. It's about progress. And for me, it's my mental clarity and how I want to make sure that I'm staying healthy and continuing to get more healthy by not just physical, but my emotional headspace and not eating things that I shouldn't. So no, I've been sticking to my plan.
That's
So
awesome,
thankful.
girl. And you are putting on songs and dancing, you said, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
That
ma'am. I put on music and got
you
to dance
guys,
to it.
I keep getting all this research about dance now because once you hit one thing, of course, it keeps coming at you. And it's no wonder I love that dance a jig, just one little tune in the morning on the bathroom in front of myself while I'm getting ready. It makes all the difference in the world, right? And it's science. So Marisol, bravo, everyone, hands together for her, high five. And Dana knows Marisol, so this is good. But high 10, high 20, girlfriend, because you are now a healthy person. You are a healthy person. You're taking on that identity. And Marisol, since I first met her, she's taking on the identity of a healthy person, and it's just great. You're
That's so
walking in.
strange to hear you say that, Amy.
It
But
is.
it is but my doctors, I've walked in and they're like, hey, you look good. And
Yeah.
I'm like, really? I was like, yeah, you look really good.
Yeah.
Like, well, I've been trying really hard to take care of myself, like all his shows. So, but to hear it, it's like, that's
Yeah.
something I think I need to work on is to believe it. That
You're here. Remember, trying is a negative word. You're not trying, you're doing.
I'm not
You
trying,
are
I'm
a
doing,
healthy
that's right.
you are a healthy person. You are doing healthy things. You may not be, look, or do exactly what you want to be doing or looking like yet, but you are a healthy person.
Yeah.
You have a healthy mindset. You're developing a healthy mindset. We all have to own the future healthy self. We are that person and we're in progress. Did you see the picture I posted of my shadow? Have you ever gone on a walk and the sun is behind you and your shadow is in front of you? Have you ever gone on a walk and seen your shadow in front of you? Have
Yeah,
you ever done that?
I
If the
think.
sun's behind you,
Okay,
yeah.
so if the sun's behind you, I'm on a walk, the sun's behind me, and my shadow is in front of me, right? And the shadow is huge. And I stopped and literally went, wow, that's the future self. That's the shadow self in the front, not the back. The shadow self in the back is the bad one that keeps me stuck. The one in the front, though, the sun from the back, you have this really huge, tall, if you can just imagine with me, huge, tall, like shadow. And I just was hit by that's the future self. That's the one you're walking into. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's good. It's
How
powerful
cool.
stuff.
And you can't shake it because it doesn't go away. Like you can't shake off that shadow. It's there. You are
You
there,
can
Mari.
try.
You can't. You can try, but you can't shake it off. So, Marisol, you're there. You are a healthy person because you have a healthy mindset. It is now showing, and other people are noticing. But you've been
Yeah.
working on your mind for a long time, and you've been working the steps in the life book, and you've been working those, integrating those basic steps, and it's already you're already believing it. You said that I'm a healthy person. You said that. It came out of your mouth. Isn't that cool, you guys?
Yes, it
Yeah, you're
is.
doing this, girl.
You're
Yes, it
doing it.
is.
True, true. And I think that's why um, makes it more difficult at the beginning because we think it's all physical and it's not.
It's
It's
not.
mental, it's emotional.
You
And
have to start with the mind and
when you
body.
listen to this guy near you will get that it's so not ever physical. It's
Yeah.
all in between our ears. I
And
made
I
this
see you
little.
open your microphone, Dana. Did you want to jump in there
Yeah,
too?
Dana, did you want to say something?
I'm just listening.
Okay, good. We're
Gonna
glad you're here.
Hi, Dana. Love you.
Listening. Take. Hey, I miss you, girl. Love you.
Same here.
We're gonna get Dana a life book so she can come and know what we're talking about in here. By the way, the life book you can get it for less than $10 on Thrift Books. I don't know where Jolie is, by the way. Sharon text Jolie. She said she was coming. Buy them for friends. And I did find a link to a coach reading the life book. You know how we have the reader, the Habits of Health book
audio.
on audio. We have the prescription for life book on audio, and then we have the e-readers. But I found a coach because Erica was asking, is the life book on audio? I was asking around, and I found someone who has a YouTube page who is literally reading the life book to us.
There you
So
Wow.
go, Patty.
we do have an audio now, and this God bless this girl. I don't even know who she is, but
Wow.
she's the savior reading us the life book. So I'll send you the link. As soon as I get off screen share, I'll put it in here and then I'll put it in the chat. So isn't that exciting?
Yeah,
Yes.
and send it to Betty because YouTube things are a one click and you just
Yes.
hit play and
Yeah, but
listen.
I don't. YouTube, they won't accept me at YouTube.
Oh,
Betty,
really?
we need to hire
Yeah.
Best Buy to come to your house and
Yeah,
get you
because
have
YouTube is open to the public. It's
yeah,
not, I mean,
yeah.
it's owned by Facebook,
Oh, well,
but
they said nope,
yeah,
and
well,
they
that was a
said
while ago. That was a while ago.
Oh,
okay.
we got to figure this out.
Yeah,
Dana's
that's
ridiculous.
silly.
But Dana, anyway, so we'll get you you'll get a life book. Well, I'll buy it for you. I'll send it to your house on Thrift Books because then you can follow along. All right. So nonetheless, so I wanted to share that. That's super fun. And with your body composition scans that you have, before I forget, I did find out how to go back to day one and comparison to this day. I saw someone posted it that way, and I asked specifically, how did you do that? And they gave me the step-by-step way to do it. So I do now have a tutorial for you, and we can go back from, not just the time before, but the very beginning. So that was yay. That was another good find. So I'll send you that. Hi, Amy. Okay, so let's just play this real quick and just, he was playing the four, just how your brain filters and how you can filter out the truth from what you believe to be true, your limiting belief. So this is just a short section here.
Emotion, all these things, it's just data, just like the light in the room or the sound of my voice in your ears. That's just information. Suffering is the interpretation of that data. Right? Suffering is the conscious process of interpreting what that information means. And that's how we separate the two. That in the book, I described cases of people overcoming chronic disease, chronic pain that they've had for decades. I describe people who can undergo surgery without anesthesia. Now, how do they do it? It's not magic. It's that they're able to harness that power of attention through their beliefs so that they focus that 50 bits of information on what they choose versus what they don't choose, right? They're not interpreting that information as suffering per se. They're interpreting it differently. And so that's the keystone to this process, is deciding for yourself how you are going to see that information. Is it just data or necessarily suffering? So that differentiation changes everything. So how do we actually do that? How do you practically do this step by step? The first step is to take out those limiting beliefs. So let's say it's in your health journey. We hear all kinds of limiting beliefs. We hear, this won't work for me, or I'm not cut out for it, or I'm not self-disciplined, or here's the one I hear more than anything else: there's no time. Okay, how many times have you said that to yourself? There's no time. I don't have time to exercise. I don't have time to eat right. Time to take care of myself. I have too many obligations. So we take out what we think is that excuse, what we think is that reason why we can't do something. And then we run it through these 4 questions. Now, these 4 questions is called inquiry-based stress reduction. It comes from a woman by the name of Byron Katie. She calls it the work. And she actually channeled that's over 2,500 years old. It comes all the way from Aristotle, 2,500 years ago. And what we do is we ask ourselves, is this reason true? The belief, let's take there's no time. Is it true? Is it really true? And then we ask ourselves, how do we feel when we hold on to that belief? When I believe that there is no time to take care of my body, how do I believe? How do I feel? Well, I feel less motivated to do the very thing I know I'm capable of doing. I feel like I'm caged in. I feel like I can't control what I do because I believe there's no time. Whereas if I let go of that belief, if I just tried to say, what would I feel like without that belief? Now all of a sudden I feel free. I feel more motivated. I don't have to suffer as much from that belief. And then what we want to do, once we recognize that the belief isn't a fact, we do what's called a turnaround. We ask ourselves, could the exact opposite be true? And this is really where the unlock comes. We're not going to try and change our mind. Remember, the brain hates changing its mind. So we're not going to try and change our mind. We're just going to collect a portfolio of perspective, other possible beliefs that we could pick and choose from. So what's the opposite of I don't have time? Well, the opposite could be I do have time, or I do have time for certain things, right? Maybe I don't have to go to the gym for an hour and sweat it out. Maybe I can do, a couple push-ups at home, or maybe I can do go up the stairs a couple of times, or maybe there's other ways that I can accomplish what I'm looking to accomplish. So by turning around that belief that we are certain is a fact that is keeping us stuck, we open up other possibilities. We look for other potential truths. And then the final step is to pick a belief and try it on for size as if it is true. The most important thing I can leave with you today, the most important thing, is that beliefs are tools, not truths. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Beliefs are tools, not truth. They don't have to be facts. Your brain is going to fight with you and say, no, it's a fact. I don't have time. I have 3 kids and I have 2 jobs and I have this and I have to do that. I don't have time. It's a fact. Okay, but that's not a fact. That's subjective perception. It's why square A looks darker than square B. It's the way you've all looked at it, so that's the way you see it. But beliefs are not truths. Beliefs are tools. So is that belief serving you? So take, for example, this limiting of there's no time. There's no time. I can't exercise. I can't eat right. There's no time. Well, what if you tried on for just 1 week, just a week, the opposite? There is enough time. What would your life look like? What would you be capable of? What opportunities would you see that you didn't see before? So first thing we do is we recognize that limiting belief. We realize that it's not a fact, it's just a belief. And then finally, we do that turnaround to adopt a new liberating belief and try it on for size.
So fascinating. And, you took a great story about when you bought your mother. So
All right, so that was what Mari was saying. Okay, I might not be able to do this and this for exercise, but I can do this or this for exercise. And Betty, that's like you. I can't do this, but I can do that, right?
Yes.
And what have you done? How did you flip some of those limiting beliefs around? Can you see what you did?
Yeah, hallway walking is
Yep.
just as good as driving half an hour to the gym and try
Yep.
walking around their track. So I walk my hallways. I walk up and not a lot, but I'm doing more
Yep.
up and down the stairs.
Yep.
Things like that. I went from the riding in a cart to pushing a cart at the
Yep.
grocery store. That was a big one. That really was a big one. So
from riding in a cart to pushing the cart.
Pushing. And I've never gone back. I've never had to go. I will not go back. I refuse to go back. So that has been a great one. Some things that I've added on is, yes, I still vacuum the house, but once or twice a week, I take the broom and sweep out, because you get all the corners in the kitchen. I don't sweep the whole house. There's carpeting and stuff, but I sweep out the kitchen just to change that out, to get everything, because it lurks underneath you think you're under the cupboard, but there's stuff lurking back there.
Right.
And your famous 10-minute tidy, that was amazing.
Oh yeah, that
Yep.
still works too. When I see things, when they threaten to avalanche on top of me, I go back to my 10-minute tidy and then start.
But look at all the things you just listed that
Yeah.
you can and are doing.
All the limiting beliefs that Betty has busted through. Boop, boop.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
She was using the technology he was talking about, just changing her mind, thinking of possibilities and trying it on for size. And it worked. It's working.
even the simple thing is brush your teeth for 2 minutes. Well, I can't do that. I don't have time to do that. Oh, wait a minute. But if you do it with one hand and switch and do it with the other hand, if you read your affirmations, I'm doing this and I'm reading my affirmations while I'm doing it. 2 minutes, 5. Wait a minute, I'm not done with my affirmations. Do you turn it back on? Things like that, yeah, that you find,
Awesome.
that 2 minutes goes, because a lot of times it's like, what? You stopped on me, the brush is over, it's done. And things like that are very amazing.
Great.
That's awesome. She is an absolute you are a limiting belief buster, Betty. Limiting belief buster, Betty.
And I like this because it's showing me a lot of ways when I can't. What I've just started is because of my shoulder. So for Dr. Michelle, when I stretch out, I think I told you I stretch out on the counter. Well, now when you put something in the microwave, because it takes 2 minutes, say 2 minutes or 1 minute on your fuelings, then it's amazing because you go to stretch out and this hurts. I can't do this. It only takes 2 seconds. But with that, I wait. And so I'm there stretching and I get almost a minute just because I'm waiting for the microwave to end. And
yeah, the timer's going right there. So,
are doing some squat benders while
Nice.
you're waiting for that. I'm trying to incorporate things in, so I'm not just standing there. Or leg stretches. That's very good. You're at the counter. Push-ups on the counter. 1 minute. It's only 1 minute, but that's a minute that I didn't do before.
Yes, it is. Man alive. That is fantastic. High 20.
Oh, thank you. And you
That-
got 5 fueling, so you can at least get
5
maybe
minutes.
4 minutes. You're going to be in the microwave 3 or 4 out of them, so you can get
Yep.
5 minutes a day just right there.
Have you gotten Gene started even just a little bit using his fuelings? Is that a win? Not yet.
We are wrestling. We are wrestling with it today.
Mother.
I showed him the old plan that when he first came out, the menu that we used, and I said, "This is what we did in California. You had 1 medicine." Well, I don't take medicine now. I said, "Sweetie, you take 2 or 3 medicine a day. You take 4 shots a day." Well, but that's just to help regulate me. But remember, I got off diabetes. You used to have 1 medicine. Now you're up to 3 medicines and 4 shots, which are 2 different medicines. Well, I said, well, how about if I told you, well, I'm just taking my shot of cocaine. That's perfectly okay, isn't it? You always have to get but he's thinking about it. He's now doing 2 meals a day that actually have a little bit of protein in it and that actually have some fruits or vegetables in it. So he's working a little bit on his own. He tried one of the bars of all the bars. He says that oatmeal bar was terrible. What oatmeal bar? That one was terrible. I said, that's not oatmeal. You grabbed a cranberry one. No, I didn't. It says oatmeal.
I can tell by the wrapper.
He said, see right here, it says oatmeal. Remember, he's going blind. He's blinder than I am. I said, that says Optavia. See down here? He gets out his little, cranberry. Well, but now we'll work on getting him to try and one of all of them that he reaches in and grabs. I would have picked something that he would have liked to try as a fueling, right?
Well, just have those on his side, or this is your box or basket or your cupboard.
I did have his, but what I did was I put
all
of his together, and I should have just kept the cranberry out for now. It just came.
I like the cranberry.
I do too. Well, give me your cranberry. Quit hogging them. So, but we are.
Well, see, that's progress already.
But there's dialogue. There's dialogue.
Yeah. And that's the biggest progress. Yeah. And see, limiting beliefs kind of fit in. They're really clear with him because limiting thought patterns, he kind of goes on loop. So you're having the same conversations over and over. Yeah. But that's what we're all doing in our head anyway. So we need to have new conversations and kind of trick ourselves. I like how he opened that up to the possibilities instead of, no, you can't do that, or you have to do it this way. Ooh, our brain will resist. But if we say, oh, that's an option, I hadn't thought of that, and then we can get
I know. I really, really, really like that. And along this line, this is from yesterday's win call that I really liked. That one of the ladies said, I always ask myself, is it a forward food or a backwards food? And that just hit me. Forward to my goal, to my health, to my well-being, or backwards to fat, to bad health, to back to diabetes again. Do I want to pick that up again? All those.
Welcome, Stephen.
Yeah. So I like that. So I wrote that down. I really, really liked that one.
That's awesome. Backwards food or forwards food. Awesome.
That's like your shadow thing, right? Aiming forward.
That was so profound. Woo!
Yes.
Yeah. Welcome, Stephen.
And there was some good ones on today too. When you're brushing your teeth, one lady does 72 squat benders. So I'm going to try that one. Another one is for part of it, she stands on one foot to balance, and then she stands on the other foot to balance and then so she'll switch hands, and then switch feet, and then something.
Yeah,
Anyway,
good
I
one.
thought I can do that too. There was um, two or three things, a lot of really good ones here. One thing I do want, I have a win today too, a win. And this is part of it's thanks to Roxy, because she went down a point in her visceral fat last week. Guess what, Roxy? I went down a point in my visceral fat this morning. I went down.
Yay!
Only 11 points to go and when I'm normal, but that's
1%, one at a time.
one step on the way there. So
Yay, Betty.
thank you. So
That's awesome. Great tips. Thank you, Betty. That's
thank you.
fantastic. Wow. Those are great tips. And the brushing, the switching, I got to do that. And
Like
yeah,
that.
yeah, that's fantastic. I highly recommend getting one of these little weighted vests. You can wear this around or up and down the stairs. This is good just for non-thinking, but a little more, just a little more strength training and a little more like, that's good too. Squats while you're brushing your teeth. That's Mary Gomat's big thing. And that's awesome. I do my squats at the high kitchen counter while I'm doing my Bible reading in the morning. I think I've done a bajillion squats since was skinny sick way back when, and now no wonder I have quads and glutes because I'm weighting squats now and weighting with my squats and my dumbbells. So yeah, so it makes a difference over time. Just those little things, right? And Carrie, you had some things you were doing this week too. And Amy, you guys got any little wins you want to share? Steven, glad you're here. Catching a little bit of the girl time here.
It's a healthy club time.
This is Happy Health Habits, happy hour. I don't know if you are able to open your mic, but I will share
Go
with
ahead,
you.
Amy Kroll, you got your mic open.
Oh, Amy's open.
About to say
Okay.
something.
What's your win of the week, Amy?
What's my win of the week? How about somebody else go first? This guy's a little fussy right now.
Steven, did you want to share since you're here? We'd love to have you. He was off. He is actually. I can share a little bit about Steven. I don't know if you've seen him, if he can get on, but he is actually coming to the win calls. He's listening to almost all the things that we have available. He came here to not really lose a lot of weight, but increase muscle mass. So he's over on the other side wanting to optimize and wanting to really reset and maximize he lost a ton of weight over time. He's 66. He's biking, a ton of biking. He's a big, huge biker, and he's a biking coach. But he wants to lean up and mean up, increase that muscle mass and decrease a little bit of the body fat. So we started on the whole other end of the spectrum with him, and he's doing great. He's changed his eating around. He's increasing his protein severely, increasing his fats very much, and he's doing awesome, showing up for all of the. I don't know if you show up on camera ever, Stephen, but he's showing up and he's hearing and he's listening to all of y'all, and he's a
I see you just open your mic, Steve. Did you want to jump in and defend yourself there?
Huge health advocate. Anything you want to add that I left out? No? Okay. Anyway, you love Steven. He's great. He even showed up at the live event without me up in Huxley. He's awesome. He rode his bike in there and it was great. So we cheer you on, Steven. Keep going. Leaner and meaner this summer is his goal. Amy, do you have anything, or Sharon or Carrie, any wins that you want to share? Roxy, I saw you off camera for a few minutes.
Roxy said she's at work.
She's at work. Okay.
Amy, do you want to jump in? I see you open your mic.
Yeah, I guess I could. Let's see. I've really been enjoying going through the webinars and making questions with my two friends and going over it every Monday on Zoom. That's been really good. And I'm hoping to on planning to maybe have a in-person, like kind of a walking group, but a combination of a walking group and a healthy social. Maybe every week, I don't know, at least every month for sure. To get friends together to go walking and do different activities, and then eat lunch together, and hopefully like I could have something to share from from one of the webinars, like some of the main points or whatever,
Yep,
and
that's
ask
great.
some questions about it. So I'm trying to work on reaching out more and people on the healthy
And
bus, trying to.
and now you're going to
Oh,
convention.
yeah. Did I mention that
Yay!
last time? I don't remember if I mentioned that last time or not.
I remember you said you were
Fantastic.
gonna ask your husband.
Yeah.
What did he say? I missed.
What was that, Carrie?
I heard you say you were going to ask your husband about going to convention. So what did he say?
Okay, maybe that's what I heard.
I
Well,
think
you know,
I
it's
missed last
usually
week.
it's usually caveat, not caveats, but you know, just like what about this and what about that, and
Sure.
you know, he really wants me to, you know, earn more money and stuff. So, we'll see how that goes. But he did say I could go finally. So I'm excited
Yay!
about that. At
Is he
least.
gonna go with you, or are you gonna meet up with your
No,
team there?
no, he has
Anyone
to.
else from your team? Your healthy
Well, there's
buddy's gonna go with you?
other coaches going, but I tried asking a few friends if they wanted to go with me who are not on Optavia, but they're not going to. So
I
at
would
least I
love
get to go.
I would love to go meet you there, Amy. I at this juncture I'm with my dad's health. I'm not able
No, can't promise
I'm not
nothing.
able to commit, maybe at the last minute, but
Aw, that's sad.
yeah.
Well, you know registration is almost
Close.
out. They only have
Yeah.
last I heard yesterday. They only had 400 spots left.
Yeah.
That was from 700 the day before. So it's getting filled up really fast.
I will look into it, but thank you for letting me know. I wasn't
Yes.
paying
Oh,
attention to that.
also, I saw that you can actually cancel your registration and get a refund up until like July 12th or something.
Good to know.
Or there's a date before that, and then it's a full refund until a certain date, and then partial refund until July 12th. So if you register now, then if you're able to go, you can go. But if it ends up that you're not able to go, then you can just cancel it, and then someone else will get a spot.
Well,
that makes
thank you
sense.
for that. See, she's on top of this.
You
And
go, girl.
Thank you.
Sharon, what was your win from your 12 days? Tell them this morning, your 12 days of hiking with your husband. What was your big aha moment? 12 days in all the parks out there. You're on mute, girl. And how old is your husband? You're 70 and he's
72.
2. And what did you guys do out there for 12 days?
Well, we hiked. We had one day the most 27,000 steps, and our average was our average.
Wow,
was
that's amazing, Sharon.
Our average was 20,000 steps. How many ever days from the 3rd to the 10th? So
wow, average.
And I said I don't know that we could have done it without the amino acids.
No,
we use the amino acids twice a day, and you know, we were ready to go the next day. So
yep,
we weren't sore, and you know, I didn't know what to expect, but when I heard when we said he told me we did 27,000 steps, I'm like, oh my gosh. Let's go get some amino acids.
Yeah, double up for sure.
And they weren't sore.
And we weren't sore. You know,
that is super.
And even when we came home, I mean, I have, you know, when you're gone for that long and active for that long, you know, you kind of get into a state of, I want to say exhaustion, but I'm like, I don't feel that way. I'm just like, you know, it was great. So
awesome.
She didn't feel like she needed a vacation from her vacation. She felt like energized, right?
Yeah. Yep.
That's amazing, Karen.
So,
keep it going.
Yeah.
You don't have the same views in Iowa, but you could do as many steps.
No, I know. and I got to play pickleball in every state that we went through. So
Wow.
that was happy. I was happy about that.
Cool. That's
Long
so
story
cool.
there, but
Proud
short
of
story.
you. That's
So-
amazing.
Oh,
That's awesome, Sharon. I
That
love
was
it.
that was kind of my aha moment. Like, well, people play golf, they got goals of playing golf in 50 states, and I'm like, well, I'm not a golfer. And I thought, well, I'm just gonna start pickleballing in every state. So anyway, I got 5 down.
that is
5 states.
fantastic. That's a new goal, pickleballing in every state. Awesome.
I just wanted to do the state parks, but that's a good one too.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, start with national, hit all the state. Then I moved out of the country for 20 some odd years. So
That's awesome, Sharon. I'm highly impressed. And she's going to do some sort of 3.0 post about that because that's a huge deal for her age. And look at all the people who would love to be doing that, Sharon.
Yes.
Just
Well, and
crazy.
one of the things that I related so much to, we're walking on these trails and like people are going, you can do it, it's worth it. And I'm just like, okay, well, this is just like our health journeys, the community that's encouraging you, and then it's totally worth it getting to the top.
Yes.
Yep.
Is it worth it
Love
they
it.
go, or how people would ask, well, how far we got to go? And like, oh, you're almost there, so it's like, okay, I'm totally relating this to a health journey.
I love it.
Of
Yes.
the encouragement and community that support that you get. So
And it is totally worth it, isn't it?
it was fun.
Totally amazing. Totally amazing. And your pictures were amazing. But the fact that you could physically do it was just fabulous. Yeah.
That is
And not be
wonderful.
burned out by it. That's what blows my mind.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
You
so
too.
cool, Sharon.
Yep.
Yeah. Way to
That's-
go, girl.
She is a living, breathing example of what
Start
this
planning the next adventure.
all about. Yep, absolutely. 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 And just to wrap this up, and I know we're just a little over, I just put a couple things in the chat about how to be like 60 seconds to happiness in the first thing in the morning. The one thing that sticks in my mind is texting someone or calling someone or telling someone something that you genuinely appreciate about them. So that's your little assignment for today. Not only watching Monday night, but telling someone immediately the first thing in the morning what you really genuinely appreciated about what they did, who they are, what they mean to you. That creates a whole new brain chemistry in your body, like a whole new chemical makeup. Just like dancing, a whole new chemistry gets going in your body first thing in the morning. And at night, your brain goes to work on the last thought it has. So think about what you were grateful for. Put yourself in that gratitude place. Put yourself in that place and space of love. And I go to sleep and I wake up calm and cool and collected. So put your brain to bed at night with the happy thought and the positive gratitude thought. Wake it up with the gratitude thought and give the appreciation. And you're going to set yourself up for pure happiness. And so I love that. So that's your assignment. So
Okay.
I love it.
tell
Thank
someone
you.
every morning, first thing. All right. And let's see how that works.
Could you say that again?
What you appreciate about someone or what you appreciate, like genuinely, like what you appreciate or what you loved or thank them for something.
So a message to one other person in the morning.
One person in the
And a
morning.
gratitude for yourself at night.
Yeah, a gratitude, like where you put yourself in the space of feeling the yummy gratitude, feeling the yumminess, feeling the gratitude and being and thinking, falling asleep with those happy thoughts.
Love it.
That's what your brain will process during the night, and it will actually wake up with that too, versus, and they
And
mentioned the
that'll make the
phone.
morning one easier because if you've done it at night.
It makes the morning one easier. Yep. So, and they mentioned the phone again. 90 minutes, guys. Shut that thing off. 90 minutes minimum.
Before bed.
If you hear or see or deal with anyone else's problems, thoughts, or issues on this thing when you go to bed, that's what your brain's thinking about all night long.
Yeah, news.
And
Yeah.
it's true. It is true. This thing is toxic for me. I cannot It is true. I've tested this over and over again. It's the truth. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But I heard that again, brain neurology things. But the appreciation thing I really love. First thing in the morning sets your whole day up for happiness hormones. Happiness hormones. So give that a shot and see how it works. And we'll report back next week. All righty.
All right.
And I send you how to do the comparison views for your scans in the coach thing, but I can send it to you privately if you want it as well. So we can do that. So anyway, happy, healthy day, happy, healthy habits. Remember, you're winning. No matter what, you're on a winning streak, right?
Yes, we are.
Not Johnny Rocket, but what's his name? Rocket from last week.
Charlie was it?
Charlie?
Charlie Rocket, you're on a winning streak. You are see the wins. See the wins.
Mm.
Yep.
Love
And
you
get out
guys.
there and enjoy this sunshine.
Yes, enjoy.
Yes,
Have a
beautiful.
wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Enjoy.
Bye-bye.